welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less. And today I'm sharing one of the most creatively inspiring weddings I've ever had the honor to design in my entire career. Y'all, it was next level. It was gorgeous. It was deeply personal and absolutely unforgettable. Now, before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Fiverr for sponsoring today's video. If you're not familiar with Fiverr, it's an online marketplace where you can hire top-tier freelancers from all over the world for just about anything, from graphic design to web development to branding, copywriting, and so much more. So whether you are a business owner, a creative, an event planner like me, Fiverr is the secret weapon to getting things done professionally and affordably. Now, as I reflect back to the wedding that I recently designed, one thing stands out in my mind, and it is the branding. Now, with this branding, I'm not just talking about a monogram or a logo, but a full branding experience that carried throughout every single touch point of the day, from the moment the guests entered into the ceremony space to the final dance at the reception. It was completely branded. And honestly, the level of cohesiveness is exactly where Fiverr comes in. Because let's be real, we can dream up beautiful ideas, but bringing those ideas to life with excellence, it really takes a team. And Fiverr gives you the access to that team. So for this particular event, I teamed up with some incredible designers. We were able to create logos and backdrops and full, experiences that help carry throughout the entire day. Let me share some of those with you. So here is what the venue looked like before. It was actually set up for a Valentine's Day themed event. It is 2 rooms that can be sectioned off, but for this particular event, we're going to be using the entire space, with this portion being the front of the room. So here is what the event looks like after. I am in love with the dramatic barricade draping out of the ceiling, the drama draping around the room. The space was absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to give you a little music for your listening pleasure so that you can totally absorb the beauty all over this space. There was so much detail in this space, so I'm going to take my time to kind of break everything down by section. So in this section was the bridal party, and I had my custom glass mirror tables with the O-back chairs and the large, beautiful chandelier centerpieces. And then closer to the front were the mother and father tables, for the parents. And then this was the sweetheart table area, and it was also mirrored tables with the cage chairs, and on either side of them were the cake. So this was the bridal cake. It was absolutely stunning, and it was also equally delicious. They absolutely devoured this cake. Absolutely gorgeous. And so on the other side was the groom's cake. In the South, we do both a bride's and a groom's cake. And then here is the groom side of the table where his parents and guests of honor sat. And you guys, I put this centerpiece together in a previous YouTube video, so I will link it down below as well. Absolutely love the color palette, and it turned out so gorgeous. So there is kind of the overview of the front. So it's the groom's family, and then the bride and the groom, and then the bridal cake, the groom's cake, and then it was the bride's family. So I just love this. And the cake pedestals came from eFavormart, and they were absolutely stunning. So was this beautiful, the bride wanted to feel like she was sitting in a bayou, and so we surrounded her with like luscious greenery and florals, and it was absolutely stunning. And then that entire area was framed by the dance floor, and above it was this gorgeous draping. Oh my gosh, the draping just took this entire space to the next level. night. I'm a huge fan of mixing highs and lows, and that's exactly what I did here with the trio floating candles. I absolutely love how they blended very well with the elevated centerpieces at the neighboring table, and I just accompanied them with my all-time favorite bud vases, and it turned out so gorgeous. So here is the second portion of the room. We were still working on putting down the menu cards, but I just wanted you guys to see how the other portion of the room flowed. We weren't quite finished yet, but this will give you a great idea of how it looked. You guys, this event could not have been pulled off without my wonderful friend Nina. There she is waving all of the Luxe Academy students and my boy Nacho. You guys, this is, oh my gosh, I love the lounge area. This is something that the mom and I plan to surprise her with, and we put it in between the two rooms to cover up the awkward space, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. So as I stated, it was gorgeous from beginning to end. This is the entryway. They were met with beautiful greenery and lush florals. And then we also had their photos on either side. And then when you came inside of the venue, there was a storybook welcome sign. Also, this audio guest book. So many details, you guys, just like this backdrop with the wisteria chandelier. And they also had an outdoor area to sit down and eat. And the wedding ceremony was also held outside. And this is kind of what it looked like from, that standpoint. Again, so many details. The bride and the groom were absolutely enthralled with how everything looked. So was the mom, and we were just so proud of, how we were able to work together as a team to bring this beautiful Princess and the Frog themed wedding into fruition. So you have to let me know your favorite detail down in the comments below. The city is still talking about this wedding, and as magical and as beautiful as it was, let me tell you, behind the scenes, it was just as busy. And speaking of busy, I have a special announcement. Recently finished my app. I'm so excited to share that with you all, but I just want to share with you guys the process of me creating the logo for my app. So like this event, it will give you a theme and a feeling that just is really cohesive with my already existing brand. So for the first step, I reached out to some professionals that I found on Fiverr. I gave them an idea of what I was looking for and a logo. I gave them a few examples. I shared my brand colors, and then they gave me back examples that I could take a look at and kind of give them feedback on. So here are some of the logos that they provided for me for the first round of edit. Logos, there were certainly some things that stood out to me and some things that definitely did not align with my brand. And they were very open to receive that feedback. I was able to give them that feedback. And once I gave them back the feedback, oh my goodness, what they delivered as the final product for the app was epic, pun intended. So here is the Fiverr freelancer that I work with, and I will give you all of their contact information, and stay tuned for the next video as I give you guys a test drive of the epic app. It has been a long time coming, you guys, and I could not be more excited to share it with you. So be sure to tune in for my next video for that test drive. And also, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Everything that you need to contact Fiverr can be found in the description box below, as well as in the first comment. So if you're looking to carry anything to the next level, whether it's your business, your event, or what have you, definitely check out Fiverr and their amazing teams of professional and freelancers. I'll see you guys at the next video. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!